Hey, we're Don't Panic.
And you're watching Thank God for Jury Duty.
Everything she knew she needed, and she knew she wanted more. The sky was asking just like fire. When it's there, tomorrow down. It's too hard to ignore.
Okay, my name is Keith. I play bass in Don't Panic. Something about me. My bandmates call me Teeth, and this is my son, River.
That's something about you.
Yeah.
I'm Ted. I sing and play guitar in Don't Panic. Something about me. I used to play the card game Magic the Gathering competitively. That's something about me.
Did pretty well, too.
Yeah.
Okay, how would you describe Don't Panic to someone who's never heard your music?
I would say we're just like a rock and roll band that really likes pop punk music and punk rock. So like we grew up on punk rock music, but we're also big like Foo Fighters and White Reaper and Beatles and Tom Petty fans. So it's kind of like molds and flows right in between those two things. So if you like Foo Fighters, if you like No Use for a Name and Mill and Colin or Pennywise, yeah, like Fat Records punk bands or like Bayside, like that's us. We're like in a pot all mixed with those things.
Don't believe me, you wasn't out. You can't see it's not what I was trying to
So, what have you been up to lately?
Drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and hanging out. We've been on tour a lot in the last, 18 months probably.
100 plus shows.
Yeah, 100 shows in the last almost 2 years. We did a tour of England. We did a tour, multiple tours of the U.S. Just been around. So, and then we released a brand new record
Last week.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what we've been up to.
So, like, what do you do when you're not playing music and on tour? Like, do you have jobs, like other jobs?
Yeah, I work as a booking agent, so I work for other bands. I plan and book their tours.
And I manage a barbecue restaurant in North Carolina.
Sure does.
In North Carolina.
Yeah.
So you have to go back and forth.
Yeah, he flies in for shows and tours and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
They'd be surprised to know about you, and like, do you have your hobbies and collecting?
What size are you looking for?
Something that someone would be surprised. I mean, I kind of blew that in the intro, but
Yeah.
I used to play a really nerdy card game all the time. I've been to Japan when I was a kid singing in a choir.
He's blown other things.
I've blown him multiple times.
That's true.
What's something people know about you?
Something people don't know about me, that I am obsessed with Henry Rollins.
Very much so.
Yes.
He stalks him.
I do stalk him. There's a potential restraining order in the works, but I don't think it's going to go through.
You started in
Sorry.
2009, and then like, so you took a break around 2011. Like, why did you decide to take a break?
So we started the band, like you said, in 2009, and we went on tour. We did like a big full U.S. tour, and after the tour was over, we all came home. We were kind of young, in our early 20s, mid 20s, and we went like super broke.
I'm sorry, the
So all of us were like, hey, let's go home, work a little bit, save up some money, and then we'll work on a new album or something. And then that never happened. We just kind of all went to work, and then that was it. So we got kind of involved in our own lives, and then in 2019 we were just like, oh hey, like we should play in a band again, you know? So that's it. That's what happened. Sorry.
So you toured with the Ataris before, and then like you came back here last time
Yeah.
with them. Did that bring back any memories? And like, anything
It was really weird. We actually were talking about it from the side of the stage because we did like an 8-week tour with the Ataris in 2010, and then we hadn't played with them since then. And then we came back to Virginia Beach and we played with them here. And Keith, it was like this is really weird. And like it felt like we were back in 2010, like watching them play.
It's like time machine moment.
Yeah, it was really bizarre.
I guess. Oh yeah. Doesn't say speaking of the Ataris, like I don't know. I read online like Chris doesn't like to do silly songs anymore.
No.
So I just wonder, like, what's your opinion on silly songs?
I mean, we're playing with Bowling for Soup tonight, and we love them.
Yes.
So
we,
I mean,
we love silly songs, but we don't necessarily play silly songs.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it's important to write and have fun with your music. And if it's like representative of yourself and it's silly and fun, like that's great. As long as it's good.
Totally great.
As long as it's a good song, I don't care if it's silly or serious or
Yeah.
whatever.
We usually talk and stuff. So like,
Yeah, I mean the Beatles have tons of silly songs.
Yeah.
They also have tons of serious songs. So it's whatever you want to do. I like it all.
Well, you have like silly banter on stage.
Yeah, we do. We do like to because we like to we joke on stage the same way that we joke in the van or you know what I mean. Like,
In private.
so when you're watching
Yeah.
us play a show, it's like we're all just hanging out and you're just watching it. You know?
Right. So like, why do you decide to start the band back again?
For fun.
Yeah, for a good time.
Yeah.
My brother plays in Bowling for Soup, and I went on tour with them to hang out. And while I was there, I was just like, holy crap. I cannot believe I haven't done this in so long. I miss it so much. And that was it. I was just like, I didn't realize I missed it until I was back on stage hanging out with them and realizing I missed it. You know, it was just like a thing that happened. Then it brought these guys back and they felt the same way as soon as we played our first show.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Bowling for Soup, I don't know if you have the Rob thing. I was gonna say like, yeah. So Rob is a superhero in that. Like, what do you think about Rob being a superhero? Is Rob a superhero?
You know what? He's a dad, so yes.
He's kind of a musical superhero.
He is definitely a musical superhero.
Yeah.
He's played in like every band I know, in every position you can play in.
Be like, hey, we need you to play in our band in 5 minutes, and he could do it.
He would come fill in for us, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, if we were like, hey Rob, we need someone to play drums, he could come play drums. So he kind of is a superhero.
Or guitar.
Saves
or
the
bass.
day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like in it, I think he only opens like a jar. So I was like, I don't
Well,
know.
that was the joke with their video, is that he was doing mundane stuff, and that was making him a superhero. Like, you don't have to be saving people from a fire to be a superhero. You can help them open a jar of pickles.
Yes, because people really need pickles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you do if you were a superhero?
Depends on what my powers were.
See,
I might be a villain.
he would probably be that.
Yeah, I might be a villain.
I don't know if I'm kind of like neutral because I would be the carbonator where I could carbonate uncarbonated beverages
Oh,
by
that's
touching.
that's evil. Oh no. Oh, or could you uncarbonate beverages too?
I guess I could.
That'd be mean.
Yeah.
Like take people's soda and be like, whoop. Just like, or
Just like
beer.
touch a whole case of beer.
Yeah,
and
that'd
just
be
make it flat.
So you'd be kind of a villain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. One thing about Bowling for Soup, like I was looking on their social media, they keep posting about emo. Do you think Bowling for Soup was ever like an emo band?
No,
think so.
not really. I mean, they have some songs.
Yeah.
Emo, like if you're talking about like the style of music, then no. If you're talking about like the mood, they have some songs that are like, you know,
Yeah.
emotional,
Have the feels.
depth.
Yeah.
So they're not only silly all the time. They
Yeah.
definitely have some serious stuff, and some emotional stuff. I wouldn't call them an emo band at all. But they have, but they have some of that stuff. You know.
Okay.
Not everything I ever did is good now. And every day comes time to let it go. And if you wanna ride road, just on the what you gonna say. You never show your human side.
New album is Setting Up to Fail. Like, why'd you come up with this name and like?
I think we had it narrowed down to 2 different titles.
Yeah, it was 2 different titles, and I don't know. The Setting Up to Fail, it was almost like I always feel like that's what I'm doing. I always feel like everything I'm doing in my back of my brain is like, that's not gonna work. I'm always getting ready and making something happen, and my brain, in the back of my brain, is telling me like, you're not gonna succeed, you know? So it's like I'm always setting up for failure.
Yeah.
That's like kind of, even though it's not true, but that's how people always think.
I feel like, especially you and I, we're a little bit anxious.
Yeah.
And we're constantly having to push through that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like my brain's initial comment to me. Oh, what you're doing, it's not gonna work. Like, and it's like we said, like our anxiety and our anxiousness, and it's about. And the album cover, it's someone painting over our pictures, and it's almost about being like, wipe the slate clean and start fresh again. It's always like keep pushing forward, and you know, and that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah. You're gonna cover our poster, we're just gonna put it back up.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna put it right back up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you seem successful. I mean, like you're here. So I don't know. But like, what do you consider failing? Like that's what I'm wondering. Like,
Failing is giving up.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not trying anymore.
Yeah. Failing is not trying.
Yeah.
Failing is not trying.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I was listening to Dark Horse too a lot, and it seemed to me like that was more like kind of a different direction because
Yeah.
it's kind of like failing's not an option, and then but now you're like failing. Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Horse was kind of a message that I always feel like, and I'm sure a lot of people feel like this, but I always feel like people always count us out.
We're underdogs.
Yeah, we're underdogs, and that's what Dark Horse was saying. It's like we're the underdogs, and we're going to show you that we're not. We're going to show you why we shouldn't be, and that's what Dark Horse was.
So that's what. So is there like a difference between a dark horse and an underdog, or are they?
No, it's kind of Dark Horse is someone that you shouldn't bet on, but you might bet on them.
It's the horse you think will lose, but you have faith in.
Yeah,
Because I looked it up and like the definition said they had like a secret talent that was like hidden and they were gonna win.
yeah, it's
Like,
exactly like you're it's something that you're like not counting on, but it's gonna pull through and surprise you, and that's what we felt like.
So you had to like was it happy endings are not a guarantee? So it's like, what's your happy ending?
My happy ending is spending time with my best friends and the people that I care about, and getting to play music for all the awesome people that come to see us play, and just doing that and not having any regrets about it, just being excited and not giving up, not failing, not giving up in that sense. That's a happy ending for me.
I feel like I'm already in the happy ending.
Yeah, he's got a brand new baby.
And
Much better than you
and
get.
it's very much a family. Like he's here with us.
Yeah.
At a show. It's his first show.
This is River's first show.
Yeah.
There he is. That's River. River Slater, Panic.
There you
Oh
go.
my God, he has no idea what he even.
Oh, we should eat them, right? Let's all eat them.
Well, you're at his very
You can
first
eat it.
concert ever, so give it up for River. Happy birthday, River.
Yeah.
It's literally his birthday. How about that?
They don't know that. We could just went with it.
I guess say. I like the Fall of '99 and the Regret is a Terrible Roommate video.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen like the Donnas Take It Off video?
Which? I'm sorry.
You know the Donnas?
The girl band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of have like a thing too with the like the audition thing. Of, like,
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, we should.
No, I've never
So
I
I
like
got
it.
that from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you got it, but it reminded
No,
me
no,
of
no,
that
yeah.
too. I like both of them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never seen their video before.
Okay. Awesome. Can you keep going a little longer?
I'm sorry.
Can you do a little bit more?
Yeah,
How much?
sure.
Okay.
We got a couple minutes.
That guy has my shirt.
Got my wallet.
I think that guy's a good fault.
Okay, so like, from regret, like, do you have anything you regret, and like, how would you, looking back, do it differently?
Regrets are tough, and that's like what they wrote the song about. Regrets, term roommate that you mentioned. I think it's bad to live with them, and that's why it's a bad roommate. So I think it's better to just let them go. I have lots of stuff that I do regret doing or having done or being involved in, but I don't harp on it, and I just kind of, whatever. There's a regret there if I think about it, but I think it's best to just kind of be like, it is what it is. I can't change it, and I'd just rather do better now.
I mean, we're all gonna have regrets, but like the song kind of alludes to, they're a bad roommate, so kick them out as fast as you can.
Yeah. Don't live with it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, if we're just to go straight favorite movie of all time is The Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Absolute all time. Favorite TV show is really tough. I would say my favorite TV show is The Simpsons seasons 1 through 8. Past that is trash, but those first 8 seasons is like some of the best TV I've ever seen for me.
Movie would be Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Wow, it's your favorite?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When I was a kid, it was the only movie I had on VHS, so I just watched it over and over and over again. And I still love it. If it's on TV, I will watch it. TV show? TV show? I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't say I have a favorite.
Yeah, they're hard. I know you like Dexter a lot.
Oh, Dexter was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, currently it'd probably be Handmaid's Tale. Oh, it's dark, but I enjoy it. Okay.
Do you have like a best or worst show?
Worst show?
Like, or best or worst or whatever. Like,
I mean, the worst
like
show.
what comes to mind, yeah.
The worst show would just be like, I don't like reality stuff. Like the
Oh, we're still talking about TV.
yeah.
Oh, I meant back, sorry. Like, I meant like, like on
The actual us play.
The best show we ever played.
It's a tour. It's not one.
Yeah, it's a tour. We went on tour last year with Les and Jake and Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
That was the best thing I ever did in my life.
Yeah.
Like, no, not even close.
Every show is equally as good.
Yeah. The worst show we ever played that I can remember is we played this place called the Hazelton Art League, and there was actually nobody there. And the PA was like speakers on the chair, and it was like the only people there were the other bands, and there's like 2 bands.
In the first song, the microphone just fell apart.
And the
while you were
microphone
singing.
fell apart while I was singing. I forgot that. Yeah, that was the worst show we ever played, for sure.
Yeah. There was another pretty bad one.
Which one?
Is when Jake had a seizure.
Oh yeah,
That was
our touring guitar player Jake, who comes with us on tour sometimes. He had a seizure right before we were about to play.
Yeah.
So he had to go to the hospital. That was a pretty shitty show.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's
okay.
all right now. Yeah.
He's good.
Like on Fall 99, like what band were you in?
In 1999?
Yeah.
My band was called Shortwave Radio. That was the name of the band.
I was in a band called Stick Figure Suicide. But we knew each other. We would play
We
shows
were friends, we
together.
played shows together, but yeah, we were different bands.
Strawberry radio, some snow, black road, 2 times to know it was rectangle. I was happy there. I was growing up to the rock melody. People sitting behind us there with a 24 energy. All the track to tears, falling out the stairs to the floor, so that's that queers. We don't even both know, good for sure, the things that we're in. All of 99. Whoa,
You know what, do you book bands like the Ataris and like probably Bigwig and like Mike Ware and all that? How did that come about? That's cool.
Me and my friends used to own a stage on the Vans Warped Tour, and so I used to book all the bands on the stage, and I really liked doing it, and I made a lot of friends while I was doing it. So when we went on tour with the Ataris in 2010, they told me that I booked the tour, and they were like, "You did a really good job. Like, do you want to just keep booking for us?" So I said, "Sure." So I kept booking for them. That was like my side hustle. And then they had friends who needed a booking agent, and then they had friends. It was like people kept telling people I was doing a good job, and then I just wound up doing that for a living. And now I got hired by a real company. That's what I do.
I just want to talk about Bigwig. They had the song "Sell Out," and I was wondering, like, do you think that's still like a thing today?
No,
Maybe?
I think it was a thing then, and that's what that song is about. Big Wig's song "Sellout" is like you're calling people sellouts, and they even say, "Do you think Sid Vicious was so punk or whatever?" Like the Ramones signed to a major label deal.
got paid.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a sellout. Like,
Why wouldn't you get paid to do the thing you love?
yeah, of course.
That's
Like,
your
I'm
job.
not gonna turn down money to play in a band and do the thing that I love.
As
to
long
do.
as you're not changing yourself for the money.
Yeah, which is rare. People think people think, oh, this band changed. It's like, no, they were just naturally progressing.
Yeah.
That's why they got so popular.
Yeah.
That's why they signed a major label deal or whatever. And there's not really that kind of thing anymore. There's no major label deals, so you can't really. There's no one to sell out to.
Yeah.
So if you could sell out, like what would it be selling out be for Don't Panic or something?
Selling out for us would be to not be ourselves.
Yeah, not be ourselves. Exactly. Change the way we dress. Change the kind of music we play.
Yeah.
That'd be selling out.
It'd be like an act.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what's your proudest accomplishment?
Well, I can
My
tell.
son.
Yeah.
Number
Everyone
one.
always says that.
Yeah, his son for sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
my son is his proudest accomplishment.
And that's
My
mine.
proudest accomplishment is that my son is his proudest accomplishment.
And then mine is just honestly making a living off of the music industry. I was told by everyone I knew when I was a kid it was not possible, and I did it, and I'm proud of it.
And he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Every inch of self-respect that God gave me.
Okay, is there anything you want to do or accomplish you haven't done yet that you want to do?
I want to headline a big tour and sell it out. Sell 1,000 tickets a night. That's what I want to do.
I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction.
No, please.
I want to write a novel. That's what I want to do. I don't even care if it sells. I just want to write it.
Yeah. There you go.
Giving all the way before.
Anything you want to add or anything?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to go play.
Do you have
We're
any advice for anybody?
What's
Do you have
that?
any advice for anyone?
Do you have advice?
Yes.
Just don't stop. You can only fail if you don't stop.
Fail fast, fail hard, fail forward.
That's right. I love it.
Okay. And where can people find you on social media?
You can go to don'tpanicofficial.com for our website. Facebook is /Don'tPanicOfficial. YouTube is the same, Don't Panic Official. Our Instagram page is Don't Panic Just Rock, and so is our TikTok.
Yeah.
And that might be all of them. Twitter is Don't Panic PA. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This will require some crowd participation to the max. What's going to happen is I'm going to do something, you're going to do it back to us, and we are going to judge you based on how well you did it. No, Keith, it is not sexual, so stop looking at me like that. It's going to do some woes. So I'm going to do what you're going to do. Let's give it a try. Let's go like this. Whoa, 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 like that. So the end's a little tricky. It does like a Taylor Swift thing. It's like woo, like down like that. Funny enough, I used to say Christina Aguilera, and then my band said, stop saying Christina Aguilera. No one knows who the fuck that is anymore. Just say Taylor Swift.
Oh, who's the Taylor Swift fan here? Wrong concert. We're going for Bowling for Soup.
It's the biggest tour of all time. All right, now it's your guys' turn to do it back to me like a bunch of Taylor Swiftises. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. That would have been good for like the Norfolk Tap House or whatever we played at last time. Not for this crowd. Let's try one more time. Let's hear some fucking volume. There's always people in the back. If you're sitting, you can scream. It's okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4.